Welcome back, criminal law folks. Chapter 9, abuse and neglect. We start with misdemeanor child abuse. We're talking about misdemeanor child abuse. It has to be a child under the age of 16. And it has to be someone who is actually responsible for taking care of that child, usually a parent or someone who is a guardian, to be charged with that. It may be assault or something else, but to have that specific crime of child abuse, it has to be those two categories: a child under 16 and by somebody who is responsible for the child. Notice on page 194, it is not criminally liable for you to inflict the person who is responsible for the child moderate punishment on the child for discipline. As a matter of fact, North Carolina actually still allows corporal punishment, one of the few states that does that in schools, but it has to be approved by the school board. And so there may be all sorts of restrictions on that. Maybe you have to have a witness, maybe the parents have to be called, but whatever. North Carolina does still allow corporal punishment in the schools, provided the school board allows it. So it's a local determination. Child abuse gets into, I ask you about what's the difference between child abuse and child neglect. Neglect, of course, is just not doing something for somebody. Abuse is doing something for somebody. Okay, I also ask you what's an undisciplined child. On page 204, you can look at element 6b. What's an undisciplined juvenile? A juvenile who is unlawfully absent from school, regularly disobedient to and beyond the discipline control of the parent, guardian, or custody, and found in a place where they're not supposed to be, or one who has run away from home. So found in a place you're not supposed to be, say a bar, something like that, and then one who's run away from home. That's your definition of an undisciplined child, including, of course, skipping school. Now, we'll make a note here that I ask you for juvenile delinquency. This is answering one of our questions on the test. For someone to be declared a juvenile delinquent, it means they have convicted of a crime and declared a juvenile delinquent by the court system. So a lot of people throw around that term, he's a juvenile delinquent, she's a juvenile delinquent. But in criminal justice, criminal law is actually a specially adjudicated term, and it has to be adjudicated by a court sitting in the proper jurisdiction that has jurisdiction over that child. Now they get into abuse of elder adults. Some of these can go from simple abuse cases to felonies, of course. Look at those. And they have specific provisions for people who are in nursing homes and who are abused in nursing homes. So those are fairly new categories of offenses, and it's unfortunate we have to have those, but we do. Next chapter we'll see in the next module will be sexual assaults. That's going to be a long chapter, so take some time and look at that. I'll go ahead and assign that. That's chapter 10. It is a lot of material. So we will see you on the flip side. Thank you for your attention. And this again is Ken Huck signing out from downtown Wentworth. Thank you for your attention.